Hello, this is the tradesight Forex Market Preview and International Economic Data Roadmap for the week beginning Sunday, the 15th of June, 2014. Happy Father's Day. And ending Friday, the 20th of June. Hope you're having a good trading week. Here's a look at the dollar index daily chart. As usual, we'll start here. Right back up in the middle of this narrow range we've been in since late September 2013. So we're going on 10 months now, 9 months that we've been basically right here. We were 9 months ago, we were right at this spot, and the total range has been about from 79.5 to 81.5, which is 2 points on the dollar index. Really poor. We did try to sweep the lows about a month ago and came right back up, and ever since then the energy's died off once again. So nothing overly exciting here to see on the dollar index chart. Here's a look at the euro dollar. You can see this one looks like it might break down under that just under 1.3500. There's a breakdown point on the chart. There's no real counts from our secret tool to look at or focus on, so we'll be seeing if that general chart area holds or not. Here's the pound, also been very flat, still using the risk line from that last 13 sell signal, but it has not rolled over at all from that. And here's a look at the Aussie dollar, which is another one that trades. This looks real interesting. A breakout here over that recent high. It's kind of a cup and handle formation. A little low for the handle, but it's generally constructive, I would say. Breakout here would, of course, be for weakness in the dollar, so we'll have to see what that turns into. But again, not seeing too much that we can focus on here on any of the individual charts, the daily charts of these stocks, these forex pairs, because nothing's been setting up. Here's a look at the euro for the week. It's actually a little more than a week. Let me back this a little bit. So now you can see the week in 30-minute bars, and you can see the euro from high to low. I'm sorry, this isn't correct. Oh, yeah, it is. There you go. The euro from high to low is 150 pips for the whole week, and it basically spent from Tuesday until the close Friday stuck in a 50 pip range, which is largely untradeable from that perspective. Here's a look at the pound. Same time frame, 30-minute bars on the pound. This one was a little more interesting. We had a couple of winners here this week. Notice the risk line up there from the last 13 Comer signal, which was right after the spike Thursday afternoon. The Comer signal, the big bar up, gave you the 13 on this 30-minute chart. Because that bar is so wide, the risk line gets put way up where it does. And look how that is the exact high on the move on Friday. That's pretty interesting. Bigger range here because of that action, but still only 170 pips for the whole week, so that's very poor. So we have nothing to talk about in terms of patterns, nothing to talk about in terms of where we can predict this market's going at this time. So let's get right into the economic data that's coming out this week and focus on that instead. This is triple expiration. It's options, futures, and commodities expiring on Friday. Typically does slow down even the Forex stuff because the currencies are futures as well. They get pegged on Friday, so by the end of the week, probably not going to see much movement there. Now, in terms of right now, though, you've got the on Sunday, just a couple of minor data points. Monday morning, Bank of Japan monthly report, CPI out of Europe. U.S., we've got the Empire State Manufacturing Index, capacity utilization and industrial production, the tick long-term purchases, housing index number at 10 a.m. None of those are super big for Forex. New Zealand's got their HPI data that night, monetary policy meeting minutes from Australia that night, and then Australia's new motor vehicle sales. That's not gonna rock the market either. China's foreign direct investment and Switzerland's SECO economic forecast going into Tuesday, as well as their PPI. Europe's got the Italian trade balance, CPI, PPI, and RPI out of, and the HPI out of the UK. So all of their inflation index stuff coming out Tuesday morning in the early hours here in the US. ZOO economic sentiment out of broad Europe and Germany at 5 a.m. Eastern time. CPI of the US, that's one of our big three each month, so we'll be half size going into Tuesday's trading, and then housing starts. Current account, and then we jump over 12 hours, or about 12 hours. Current account out of New Zealand, trade balance out of Japan, CB leading index out of Australia. Going into Wednesday, you've got the Bank of England's rate votes. We've got the German 10-year bond auction, ZOO economic expectations out of Switzerland. Current account out of the U.S., crude oil inventories as usual on Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. We've got a Fed meeting this week. So we've got a 2-day Fed meeting on top of CPI Tuesday, 2-day Fed meeting, so that's going to slow the market up That's every 6 weeks. So the announcements on Wednesday will be half size ahead of that as well. Less than half size. We're already half size because the ranges have been so bad. And their press conference is at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday. You get New Zealand's GDP that night. Go into Thursday, LIBOR rate out of Switzerland and their press conference. Retail sales out of the UK. Eurogroup meetings. Unemployment claims, that's the weekly number out of the U.S. And then Philly Fed and CB leading index at 10 Thursday, followed by natty gas. And you jump all the way almost 14 hours to the German PPI, current account out of Europe, the ECOFIN meetings, and then the CPI and retail sales data out of Canada, ending the week with consumer confidence, but again, a triple expiration on Friday. So the Fed meeting is going to slow us down in the middle of the week. The options expiration is going to slow us down on Friday. CPIs we're going to be half size ahead of on Tuesday, and a lot of data out there. Hopefully something will move this market, but certainly some of it's the type that we lower our size because it does get a little riskier. That's what we see. We'll be calling it in the lab. I will be back from vacation. I'm working this whole week, back Sunday. Happy Father's Day to everybody, and we hope to see you in the trading lab at tradesight.com.